Hey guys, Amit here for PhoneRadar and you're watching the review of the Oppo Neo 5 Android smartphone. Oppo had made a mark in India when it officially entered in the country with its flagship devices, especially in the N series. But looking at today's space in the smartphone market, companies are more focused about the mid and budget range of smartphones. Jumping to a point, Oppo has also announced a mid-range smartphone which might not be the best in the class but has its advantages over the smartphones in the same range. Oppo has always been good in its design language, and looking at its previous Neo series handsets, the Neo 5 certainly has seen quite the improvements. The company calls its design on the Neo 5 a double layer metallic structure. It sure got few things right, including the compactness and toughness. You won't get a smartphone in this range with more quality build than this. If you appreciated the Nokia phones back in time, then you will definitely value the solid build and sturdiness Neo 5 offers. The company may have changed the build materials and quality, but the design on the front remains the same, as you can find the capacitive buttons for menu, home and back on the bottom, just below display, and front facing camera with set of sensors. While talking about the design on the back, which is plastic and glossy, has been changed from the previous iterations of the Neo 5. As the rear camera is moved to the corner with LED flash beside it, and you will see the Oppo branding in the close to the middle part, while the speaker has been placed at the bottom. The volume rocker keys are placed on the left on the Neo 5, while the power keys is on the right edge only. The top edge houses the 3.5mm audio jack, and the bottom edge has the micro USB port and the primary microphone. Talking about the display, it doesn't seem to have great sunlight visibility, and you can blame the FWVGA resolution for that. For some users, it's the most important factor on the smartphones, and it is definitely not recommended for them. But if you're looking for decent display that you can use to watch casual YouTube videos, then one won't mind owning this device. The capacitive touch is quite responsive, as you would feel at ease when using the display, but the screen attracts fingerprints, and that's why you had want to place a screen guard over it. Even with low resolution, the content visibility on the device is easily readable. The screen is quite reflective though, as in sunlight you had only be able to read at certain angle and with only full brightness. The device packs MediaTek MT6582, which is found on the Gioneer's Pioneer P6 and many other mid-range smartphones. The processor handles most of the apps quite easily since it packs the quad-core, but the issue arises when you start playing games on it. We installed the Asphalt 8, which itself takes a toll on the system, as there was only 4GB of internal storage available on the device beforehand. After installing few apps and only one game, we were sure that it won't be playable, but unfortunately it was unplayable because of the resolution of the display. So we played few other games like the Subway Surfer and Temple Run, which were quite satisfied with the gameplay as there were no lags. The benchmark scores on the device were 12,333 for Antutu and 660 for Vellamo, which was around the expected mark. The coupling of 1GB RAM and quad-core processor won't produce great numbers, but would be suffice for performing many functions. The available RAM on most of the time was around 450 MB out of the 1GB RAM. There's no heating issues as such, and we did the browsing test, which was pretty decent. The Oppo Neo 5 runs on Android KitKat, that's version 4.4.2, since the company hasn't officially announced the Lollipop update, which is based on the Color OS to its flagship devices. We're not sure if we would be getting any update anytime soon. A very neat and clean UI, if I say, as it doesn't have much bloatware except the essential apps like the File Manager, Tools folder, weather, music, photos and videos app to access the gallery on your device. The most important apps that user would like are the backup and restore and security center. You won't find any app drawer since all the apps are placed on the home screen, and for personalization there is this theme store which would allow you to change the themes as well as the lock screen style. There are some of those themes and lock screen styles pre-installed, while you can get a few from the online store. The multitasking operation on the device is not smooth as one would want, since it has only 1GB of RAM, and out of which less than half is available. We also did the OTG test and it detected without any hesitation, although it is tricky as you need to enable it from the settings area. The camera on this device doesn't seem to be great by numbers, an 8MP rear camera and 2MP front camera, but they perform in par with any other 8MP camera in the market, leaving out a couple expectations. The rear camera captures color reproduction perfectly, as well as saturation is quite good, and if you know the basic principles of photography, then you can do a lot with this. The camera app is quite easy to operate as the interface is pretty clean. You have the shutter button, gallery button and video button. Settings allow you to change various things, but if you're looking for modes, then you can just swipe from the camera button and you can see the various modes available. Moreover, you can download and install more modes. The assistance of LED flash comes in handy, but sometimes using the fill light option offers much better results than light thrown during the capture. You can check the following captures to judge the output. Just to note, the Neo 5 doesn't offer full HD video recording, although HD video recording looks enough and satisfactory for most of the times. While talking about the front facing cameras, it is none better than your average Joe's. The Neo 5 has battery concerns that it doesn't last for more than a day on average usage, although I guess it's not fair to expect extraordinary from the 2000 mAh battery, but the ColorOS does offer some alternate options to optimize the battery and ensure that you can enable the power saving mode to get more talk time. Though the interesting part is that since the display is FWVGA, it doesn't drain much of the battery when compared with the HD displays. Talking about the pros and cons, the Neo 5 offers good set of specifications like the quad-core chipset, 8 megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel internal camera which can be expanded to. Moreover, an UX that is clean and very simple to use and offers all the essential features on it. Though there are some worthy competitors against the Neo 5 in the market right now that falls under the same pricing, that's the Redmi Note, Eureka and Xiaomi's Pioneer P6. Now it's up to you who has to decide what you are looking to get from your smartphone. This was the review of the Neo 5 Android smartphone from Oppo. Don't forget to hit the like button if this video helped you and stay subscribed to PhoneRadar for more. This is Amit signing off and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.